All right, we're just getting ready here. It's well, I guess it's Tuesday, March 25th, and we have our first cup of coffee and we're ready to go. I'm finally rested up after my trip to the Keys. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a down day, but I did get out and do some kite surfing early in the afternoon. That was kind of fun. I was glad to get out there. I tried it in the Keys, but the wind just didn't behave, so had to wait till we got back here. The only real water activities I got going in the Keys, I did a little bit of kayaking. We fished off the dock a little bit, and of course we went sea diving or deep sea fishing. Sorry about that. Pete, good morning over on YouTube. Hope all is well with you. Grant, good morning on Twitch. Yeah, so we're jumping into a game of boot camp, Warzone boot camp, and we're getting into the last week before season 3. Aaron Ellis, good morning. And we're expecting big things with season 3. There's rumors. I think they're rumors. I don't know. I've heard it a couple different times, but I don't know if it's really true or not. They're talking about an option to disable kooky skins from the game, and that would be awesome if you could just go in your settings and say, I just want to see Warzone skins, and everyone else's skin gets. In fact, if all the skins just get replaced with with default skins, that would be good. It might be kind of weird though for your own squad, and maybe they'll do something that your own squad would see your skins, everybody else would see a normal one. Grant, glad you got out. Thank you for that. Melanie, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Uh-oh, why'd we just go small screen here? I just did something weird, and now we have a tiny little screen. Uh-oh, hold on. We just screwed something up majorly. Okay. I'm not sure what I did there. Wasn't good though. Yeah, so I mean, that seems like such a simple solution. I'm wondering who actually thought of that, because I don't think it was Activision. We are not doing good getting in this building. Guessing we missed the contract? Contract is still down here. I don't know where it is. That was a bad push, wasn't it? So yeah, that doesn't include the turtle skin. They didn't sell enough bundles. Oh no. Wait, what? So the turtle skin you'll still see? I don't know. Feels like it defeats the purpose. I assume people buy skins because they think they're cool and want to show them off. No, I think I agree it defeats the purpose. People buy skins, number one, to think they're cool and they show them off. But I think more importantly, people buy skins that are hard to shoot, like the Groot skin. And the Terminator skin, same thing. I think it's just easy to hide, and the Rose skin, people buy that so they can hide in the corner. But I think all the replays and stuff, they're going to show you in your own skin, the pre-game, everything that's important. But why punish the rest of us with your silliness? Anyway, we'll see. I don't know anything was really going to come of it. I think unless this idea was out there for a long time, it won't be implemented, because I'm pretty sure they've already locked down all the edits for the latest release. All right, someone has already been here.
Locations are marked on your tac map. A couple of contracts out there have increased payouts. Get to them first to cash out.
And of course, anything we think that's a good idea won't be in the game. I'm just negative about it. Everything I've heard and read, it says you can hide skins except the turtle skin. I don't know why it would be except. Maybe the turtle skin came out after they wrote this thing. Or maybe current events, you can't hide current event skins or something like that would be, I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense or not.
2 supply boxes down. 1 to go.
All right, we should probably loot these buildings, but I kind of just want to go get my boxes out of the way.
Hostiles have established the SAM turret.
Oh my goodness, that's the worst place to get. But we don't know, but anything they do is, we're going to play the game anyway, most likely. So, it's going to be what it's going to be. What were you doing in here? Alright, we need a buy station. So, let's quickly go do this. Probably running straight down the street's not a good idea. Call me Pug, good morning. But Grant, I agree with you on the reason for the skins, but I think some people just like seeing themselves in as a turtle or a Cabbage Patch Kid or whatever they're dressed up as. And you will see your own hands, I guess. I don't know if you ever see yourself in the game unless you do like a finishing move. Work. Not sure how he died. I don't think I killed him. Somebody else just threw a thing. All right. I don't know why I always do that. I should pay attention when the loadout drop's going to come in. And then we could have just bought 1 gun and a gas mask instead of buying 2. But that's okay. We have multiples right here in front of us. That wasn't good. So this guy threw a little bunny hop in there. We missed all our shots. Call me Pug. Good morning. Fridge to Wheel. Good morning. Alec 53. Good morning. All right. So we got 5 kills, 2 deaths, and 12th place. Not a great start for this morning. I guess in Melanie's comment about the turtles still being in the game kind of got me shook a little bit. Find a match. Come on, click the thing. Brandon Kirkham, good morning. And what else? What else? How are the games so far? Fridge to Wheel. Oh, that was our first game we just finished. It didn't go well. We did poorly. We died pretty much right off the drop and went to the gulag. Came back, looted up a little bit, and died going for our loadout. So we're just not being careful. Call Me Pug says people would also buy the stuff because it gives you access to level up guns that you don't have leveled up to begin with. Yeah, that's true. I mean, all the crap in the store gives you access to guns and attachments. But it doesn't make sense that they would go halfway and say, well, we're going to give you all military, hide all skins except for turtle. That doesn't make sense to me. If they're going to do that, then why make the option at all? Don't blame me. Okay, we won't blame you, Melanie. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like if I was in a boardroom and a whole bunch of people were saying, well, we're going to add this option where people can say, just hide all the skins. Well, we can't do that. We have to let them see the turtle skin, of course. And then next week it'll be, well, they have to see the Terminator skin. Oh, we got to let them see the whatever. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. And at the end of the day, does it really make a difference? Does it matter if you're shooting at Nicki Minaj or a turtle or a military-looking dude? Probably not. You know, B squared, good morning. The reason they aren't hiding the turtle is because they didn't sell enough to make break even from the partnership. Okay, Melanie said that, but I didn't understand what she was saying. So if they don't sell enough turtle skins, then the partnership says you have to leave it in there? That doesn't make sense. It was just a bad collaboration. I mean, obviously Warzone and Ninja Turtles don't really go together. You know, but I have seen a whole bunch of turtles running around, and maybe they shouldn't have put the turtle skin at 2,400 COD points for each turtle. Maybe they should have said, okay, 2,400 bucks, you get all the turtles. And they might have sold more. Probably not. All right, let's see if we can figure this out here. Well, we don't have time to sit here and wait. We gotta... Oh, you're kidding me, right? Gotta get rid of that gun. But I really don't mind the turtle skin. You know, if somebody wants to run around as that big old fat turtle, that's okay. He's easy to hit. He's easy to see. Just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't really know. I mean, are they big as turtles go? I mean, I saw some sea turtles out in the ocean. They look pretty big. So, all right. What do we got? An Ames 85. I think we'll stick with what we got. We got buy station. Guess we'll keep our kill streak that we have. You know, this C9 seems to shoot better than mine. Seems a little more stable for some reason. So if they don't make their money back, the skin stays in the game until their money gets back. I don't know. I don't know how that makes any sense. They can still sell things, just nobody will see it. I keep banging into my keyboard here with my mouse. Don't have enough money to buy everything, so we're going to go keep our C9 that we're shooting pretty good. We come up with another 1,000 bucks. We already got our gas mask this time, so we don't have to worry about that. We got a kill streak. We do need a munitions box. That's usually pretty easy to come up with. There's a munitions box right there. We got our 6 grand. Gas is coming in. All right, let's be a little more careful this time. B squared, essentially, maybe they'll learn from the lesson and stick to actual military style skins. Yeah, the only way they can stick to military style skins is if they come back with good campaigns. You know, back in the day, we had a campaign to play. You got to know all the characters in the campaign, and then it was like, yeah, I kind of like that soap guy. I think we're gonna be him, or I kind of like Raul or whoever the guy is on the Contra thing. But unless you have a compelling campaign to play, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to buy random skins. You know, if they come out with just random AI generated military like skins, nobody's going to buy those either. So then you're back down to only buying packages for the blueprints, which most people, well, I don't know about I don't know what most people do, but I don't really like any of the blueprint guns just because they never seem to shoot very well, at least on mouse and keyboard. Um, but I could see getting a blueprint to unlock a gun that you can't unlock. That makes a little bit of sense. But it would really cut down on the amount of stuff they sell. I don't know if we hold them or not. Probably shouldn't hold them out in the middle of open ground in case it's multiples over there. All right, we don't have any money to buy anything. We're still waiting for our loadout.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness, you can't get the loadouts from underneath anymore?
Increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
All right, we know we had a team behind us. Guessing that was him. Nobody was shooting at him, so must be okay. Let's look at our circle. We want to get the high ground. Now we had the guy running to the right, but we're going to look at this guy down low first. All right, we got the kill finally on that. Still want to get up the hill. A little bit more AR ammo would be good. All right, we should be good. B Square. I also heard they put back in Nick Merckskin. Yeah, I saw a Nick Merckskin running around yesterday. I was kind of shocked when I saw that. But then I read that there was a glitch that allowed all the old skins to come back for a period of time. So I don't know if that was a glitch or if that was on purpose. I didn't see any real information about it, but I did see one in the game yesterday. Looked like a little red-headed gladiator running around. Oh, we got somebody shooting at the car. That's always good. Probably just standing up there waiting is not a great idea. Frustrating. I guess you're never going to see the Doc skin or the Tim the Tap Man. You're probably never going to see his skin back. Doc never had a skin. And I see their latest daily message thing is showing like a World of Warzone thing or a, I don't know what it's showing, but it's showing some streamers on there, which is kind of weird. I thought they learned their lessons before not to collaborate with streamers, because there's eventually they're going to say something that you're not happy with, and it will go sideways quick. All right, we got 49. And do we risk it? That's my gun. I think that's my gun.
Enemy UAV is online. Closing in.
See if we can get around these guys really quick. They deserve that. Should have grabbed another gas mask. They were trying to hold me out of circle. Try to keep the sniper from getting a shot on me. All right. Not liking this one bit. Let's see if we can get out of this roof. I don't know where that guy went. We got to get that way though. All right, what do we have? One guy. One guy. Where are you, guy? Can't hear crap. Don't know what this building looks like. We missed the opportunity to go up. All right, somehow we worked that out. Yeah, so wiping out that squad on the hill that was shooting at me on the buy station, that was pretty fun. I know Alec53 says, I know it won't be close to the same, but I'm excited for the Kilo. Yeah, I'm excited to have the Growl back. The Kilo, not so much. Kilo was one of those guns that I grabbed when I first started playing the game. I think it was an easy unlock. It was super stable as far as recoil goes. It felt a lot like the TAC 56, the way it was shooting. So I ended up with 13 kills, first place. We'll take that. Dr. Sean, thanks for the good game call out. Hope all is well with you. I just hope that they don't come out with this super hard unlock for all of these retro weapons. You know, it's like, well, we had them all unlocked before, and you took them away, and you're going to make us unlock them again. They'll probably be either Battle Pass unlocks or you got to buy them in the store type deal. It's hard to say, but it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm hoping to be home before, where's my phone? Before April 3rd, and I think April 3rd is the drop of Verdansk. I think we'll probably be leaving here on the 1st, so that's a big joke, isn't it? April 1st. Grant, the AMAX is coming too. Yeah, back in the day, my buddy Medic used to run the AMAX all the time. I never really got into it, and I don't know if I didn't have it leveled up or what the reason was, but the AMAX just didn't excite me that much. I started out with the Kilo, then I got the Growl unlocked, and that was my go-to. And back then, we never ran SMGs. You know, we never did play close quarter combat. It was always an RPG on your back to take care of the Berthas and an AR for everything else. And I don't know how it's going to play this time around. We'll see. It is going to be kind of strange having the stadium with the insides where you can go in, but the roof is locked down. Alec53 says the Graw is the GOAT. Yeah, the Graw was, I mean, they had a Halloween event and they had the Pumpkin Smasher. And that was the first unlock I got. And I don't know if it was an event. I think it was an event gun. And that, because I couldn't unlock the Grau. It had, I don't know what the unlock sequence was, but I didn't have it. So I used the Pumpkin Smasher as a unlock, and then you could build it up from there. So pretty much all through the Verdansk days, my Grau had an orange center part to it, which is the part that you don't replace when you get the barrel and everything else on it. And then the rest of it was, so it looked like a mismatched parts gun, but it was pretty good. I liked it. I don't recall it being super stable or anything, but it was just good all around. Grant says MP7 was good if Circle pulled downtown. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was super late. I don't even think it was probably when Resurgence first came out that we started even looking at SMGs. I don't think any time on Big Map we even thought about an SMG as a viable weapon. Revs ARS 1000. Thank you for that. That's pretty awesome. I don't know what an ARS is, but I'm sure it's something special. Man, I don't know what an ARS 1000 is. Somebody knows, let me know, because Revs just sent me one of those over on YouTube. Why can't I pick up? Oh, I guess I did pick it up. Probably shouldn't have taken time to reload that thing. I'm going to take your other weapon because you're not going to need it. All right. But Revs, I don't know how to reply to you. It says reply, but I have no idea. I have all my YouTube chat sitting on a laptop, so there's not a lot I can do with it while we're playing the game. We got multiples out there. Let's see if we can jump in this firefight. I never got my reload in? Oh, I only have 30 rounds left. There were 2 over here, so we've got to keep our eyes open for that. I don't know if we risk reloading this thing again. We reloaded it just in time to swap it out for something else. That's about right. All right. We're down to no seconds, so let's go get our buy station under control. Wise Man, good morning. Alec53, good morning to Wise Man. Wow, I shouldn't read stuff like that. First time chat, Thirsty Swap. Can I join up? Thirsty Swap, we only play viewer quads on Saturday. The rest of the time, I pretty much just play solos, try to read chat, you know, and hang out, do that kind of stuff. Who else did we miss? Blazing Fools. Love the OG weapons in Verdansk. You know, a lot of the stuff, we're going to find out it wasn't as great as we thought it was, I think. But I think for a couple weeks, we're going to have a lot of fun. Run around the old map, a little nostalgic. And then reality will sink in. But let's don't dwell on that, because if it's good for a few weeks, well, that's a few weeks that it's good. So might as well enjoy it while we can. Gung Ho perk. All right, this time we're going to buy our gas mask. We're going to hold off on our SMG until we get other loadout. Unless we come up with a boatload of cash here really quick.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down.
All right. There was some gunfire next to us, but I don't know where it is. Misfit Gamer, 1,000 Argentino pesos equal $1 US. Wow. Thanks for the dollar, I guess. I don't know how we're not hitting anybody, but definitely not hitting anybody here. Maybe we should get a little closer. Hold on. There we go. All right. All right, we need our other weapon. This is not working for us. All right, let's back off a little bit, see if we can get our loadout as close to us as we can. ARS 1000. So thanks for the dollar. Man, I thought I was rich there for a minute. I thought we were gonna go downtown and make it rain tonight. Guess with the $1 though, we can buy something. But Revs, thanks for that anyway. That's awesome.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
All right, well, it dropped that right where we didn't really want it. It is close to our bounty, though.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
We're not going to be in a super hurry here.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Still had a guy over here. I think like our bounty was shooting at us. Hopefully he has something else going on. Gonna put this over here just in case somebody comes by.
We lost track of the bounty target. Contract failed. He's inbound.
All right. Alec, where's your first drop gonna be? Oh, you know, I haven't even thought about that, Alec. We should probably come up with a first drop location. I heard the train station's going to be closed, so that's not an option.
Precision airstrike available.
All right.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Well, that really hurt. Probably shouldn't have taken all that damage. Hanging out on this highway is not a great idea. All right, so far so good. We need a little bit of a slowdown here for a minute, I think. Try to find out who's around us. Let's look at the map real quick. There's going to be a buy station, so I think we roll this way and then come back into it. So we have 5 teams, 6 players. That's actually pretty good. The only downside is there might be a team of 4 that his players are dead, and he may hit that buy station and get them all back. So we don't want to allow that to happen. Somebody's running around us. I don't know if he's on this rooftop behind us.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You've made it to the top 5. You're clear, Todd. This is Longbow 3-1. Target acquired. Strike inbound.
Had to get that car out from in front of the buy station. Couldn't see crap. All right, we don't have a lot of ammo. I mean, we have enough, I guess. Let's scavenge a little bit more. 2 other teams, 4 players. We just can't let anybody get a buyback.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
We're going to take this high ground again.
Valuable opportunity here.
Oh, that kind of hurt, didn't it?
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV returning to tank.
Moving here.
So I have a team of 2. That's a problem.
Losing ground. Moving.
Wow. Okay, that's the way that went.
Grenade.
Captain D, don't get too aggressive. You got this. Yeah, we got too aggressive. That was a problem. We could have set back, let them come to us. But no, I had to run inside. Always Wrecked Gaming. How are the games been? Follow you on TikTok for a while. Don't use Twitch anymore. Too many ads. Always Wrecked Gaming. I am on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, we gave up TikTok just because it was a garbage platform. They were a little too woke for us. Um, Pull my finger. You never learn. Put the blast traps under the buy. Pull my finger. I did that. We got a kill off of it. We put 2 blast traps there. Got a quick kill. Yeah, I don't know why we pushed into that building. We knew the guy was on the roof. We downed one of them. We should have just sat back, waited for his buddy to revive him or wait for him to revive and poke his head back up. But we didn't. We never learn. I was hoping to throw a smoke in the staircase and that would throw off their aim assist, but didn't seem to help any. They were still getting hits on me. All right, I'm going to grab some coffee. We're launching again, and we'll do better. So looking out at the ocean this morning, it's super calm out there. It's like a lake. Probably going to break out the paddleboard and go for a little long distance paddle. That should be good. Always wrecked. TT is very sensitive. That's why I haven't streamed in 2+ years. Yeah, TikTok, I don't know. They just, they back when we were on TikTok, occasionally I would say a bad word or something and they would give me a 2-week timeout. It's like, okay, you can't stream for 2 weeks. And then it got to the point that they said, oh, we're just going to demonetize your channel for a month. So, I had put several years of, I think I had like 400 videos on TikTok and I was streaming every day and I was getting about $400 a month from TikTok. And they said, yeah, we're going to demonetize your channel. You can reapply in 30 days, but for right now, screw you. So that didn't sit nicely with me. So I went ahead and just deleted all my videos that had high views on it and haven't been back there since. So what did we do wrong in that last game? Everything went to plan except the last circle. We got a little too aggressive. I didn't think that team was very good because there was a guy sitting up on that roof. He came across the zip line and he was sitting on the roof kind of looking straight at me. We started shooting at him and he didn't move at all and we downed him. I thought, well, if that's what these guys are all about, we can definitely just go over there and clean them up. But yeah, I didn't do it. Didn't get it done. Yeah, I agree on Twitch. Twitch has more ads than it should. So, Thirsty Swamp sounds boring. Thanks. Wow, I don't know I must have missed something over on Twitch. Blazing Fool, so is Stadium. I don't know anything about that either. Yeah, Stadium is going to have the roof on it, but apparently it's open on the inside. And I don't know if it's going to be like it was or different. I feel like there's going to be a lot of differences in the map, and it's going to really play different with zip lines to some of the roofs that we didn't have before. At least they're not going to put the redeploy balloons in, I don't think. If they do, it's going to be that's going to kill the map right there. Also, train station is not going to be opened up, which is kind of weird. It's like, why can't we go inside train station? That was one of my better places to play. I remember back before copyright music was a problem on TikTok, I used to have a Warzone video with some kills inside train station with the song Crazy Train. And it had a lot of views. But as far as where we're going to drop first in Verdansk, I really don't know. I haven't really put a whole lot of thought into it. I'm trying to think what part of Verdansk would it be the main thing, the main part. You know, there was always Superstore, there was always storage. I mean, a lot of people went to storage just because there was a lot of loot lined up, easy to get to. But it wasn't a fun part of the map. It wasn't like, wow, I like running around storage. We already have our self-revive, so we're not worried about that. We've got somebody running around. We need a better... There we go. We're gooder now. Is gooder a good word? I think it is. Alright, we kind of want to keep hovering around this buy station until we have a reason not to. That should just about do it. We are hunted. That'll do it. Need a little more cash. They're also talking about floating loot coming back. And I don't remember floating loot being a great thing. But I guess as long as they do it okay-ish, it should be fine. Alright, where did that kill streak go? Sometimes it throws it through the wall and you can't find it. Guess we don't have time to look for it. Melanie, I like to snipe down on storage from the hill. Yes, the hill to storage, and also there were some buildings. There was like a 2-story building or a 3-story building between Superstore and storage. And you could always like farm that flats area. There was like a wide open field and people would drive around out there and try to run across it on foot. And it was like a death trap if you tried to hoof that and not take a vehicle or something. And you could also snipe a few people up on Superstore. You could always get a little bit of, at least pin people down. I don't know if you could actually get enough angles to shoot them. Oh, that was a good little thing right there. Got almost everything we needed. All right, how are we going to get out of here? I guess up and out. We have footsteps close. I think we go up and go for a flight. See if we can get across here. $7,600 in a dream, so we can go buy something. Got a guy inside this building. I'll at least get a munitions box. We still need our loadout, I think. Oh, I didn't get my gas mask. That's all right.
Loadout drop headed your way.
We'll have time for that.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
He already had some damage on him from somebody. I'll let that team fight there. There's more than one. Jump up the thing. All right.
Not yet.
All right. Well, that didn't work out as well as we expected, but it worked okay. Good on ammo. Got everything we kind of need. Got somebody on this zip line behind us. We'll try to get away from these big buildings because that is going to be a nightmare. I would like to get on top of the road, but that's probably a problem with people on the buildings, so we're gonna stay low.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Guess he made it behind the corner.
He's over here. He's coming, he's right on me.
New safe zone located.
All right, so that was a real squad. I want to get to that train
There's an
station.
increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
Not sure we want to go in the train station. Oh, sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? See, I thought you could jump up here. I guess not. Guess we'll just grab the top balcony because I don't know how to get on the roof. Some of these buildings have zip lines on the outside. This one doesn't seem to have it.
Hostile UAV in the area.
We're going to double up on this.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy's got a sentry online.
Guy on the bridge up here shooting at them. Keep our head down. We have the train station shooting at us too. We're going to have to wait for a minute because nothing good's going to happen if I stand up. Team of 3 coming out the window with a striker. I don't know about that. That leamed a little suspect there. Alec53 says, as long as the loot doesn't go into the ground or through the walls. And that may be why they're going for the floating loot, because they can't solve the ground mapping issue. So Alec53, that's probably a great idea. What else did we miss? Gertron Gaming, good morning, welcome in. TV station for sure. TV station, you know, I haven't thought about that place in a long time. That sounds like a good place to drop. Krellush, good to see you're back in one piece, not eaten by a shark. Yeah, we only saw one shark down there. We were out deep sea fishing, and there was one circling the boat. And you always had to make sure that he wasn't right around your area when you pulled your fish up, or he would snack on it. But yeah, we made it back okay. Nobody worse for wear. We had one guy that got seasick on the deep sea fishing trip. We did go out on the Salty Goat, which I guess a lot of people recommended that. I don't know. I know someone on stream recommended it, and then one of the guys that was with us, his father knew the guy that owned the boat or something like that. So yeah, that's where we went out. It was good. Dinger, good morning, welcome in. Yeah, but I don't even remember how the loot used to be on Verdansk. I thought it was just like it is now, where the box would explode and everything ended up on the ground. But maybe they did float it just a little bit off the ground so it didn't disappear in the textures. And I don't remember if they used to color the weapons like they do now. I kind of think they probably did, but I don't remember it. Because it makes it so much easier now to see a weapon. And I didn't like it when they first made the change in this season, or BO6. But before, you would see a weapon on the ground, you'd have to point at it to see what level it is. And now it's colored the level, so you know if you get an orange or a pink or a gray right away. Which I think is a good quality of life thing. It's a little less realism, but a little bit better to deal with. Yeah, I feel like the Cypher's not doing as good as it has in the past. So today the ocean is super flat out there. We're going to grab the paddle boards, and I'm going to try to get Mrs. P out today. She overdid it with sun exposure while I was gone. She had a girlfriend come over, and they decided to have drinks on the dock or on the beach, and that's never a good thing. You end up staying out there way longer than you expect. All right. right. What do we got going on here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing and nothing. So we'll go over here. But I think she'll be okay. She's just a little cooked. We got really lucky with our Airbnb down there. They had an on-site manager. They had like 2 or 3 houses in that area. And this guy was super nice. He
Hunt down the enemy.
shopped us up some lobster tails. So we had about 10 lobster tails that we cooked those up one night. That was really good. I have no idea. Oh, there's the door. All right, what is that? A fang? We'll take the fang. Not a super fan, but we'll see if we can do something with it. I hear boxes. And then also on the last day we were there, he, I guess he works at the marina on Sugarloaf Key, and they have a bunch of little charter boats that go out, and a lot of the guests don't take their fish. So if you catch fish, usually you keep your own fish. But if you don't take your fish, then the captain gets to keep it. So the captain had a bunch of these little red snappers. They were, I mean, not super small and not super big either, just middle-sized snapper. And he brought us about 20 of those over. So we had one guy that really wanted to fillet those things up and take them home for a fish fry. So worked out good. My brother was driving right back to the Carolinas. So he had a cooler in the back of his truck. We iced them all down, and he took it all back. So we'll have a fish fry when we get back up there.
Redeploying squad mates. Good work.
That about took my head off. All right, let's go get our stuff. But I think overall, everybody had a good time. Other than the one seasickness, there were no injuries or fatalities. That's always good. And I really didn't shoot a lot of video. I got a little bit of video of the deep sea fishing, but other than that, it was all pretty much just relaxation time. I haven't been looking for blast traps. It would have been nice to have a couple there on that buy station. Got a squad looking for us.
The enemy is no longer tracking you. You lost them.
They're still here. They're right underneath us. I don't feel like he was a real person. Didn't seem that engaged in the whole operation. Back off just a little bit, see if we can get our loadout on the edge.
Supply box is located. Move to secure. High value contracts are in play. More risk, more reward.
think it's closer to the edge you are, the better your loadout drops in. At least that's what we think. It's on the bridge. That's probably not a great spot. All right, what do we need? Gas mask before we lose the spy station. Self-revive. It's always a good thing. We have a zip line on this building. Doesn't look like it. I have no idea how to get on this roof. I guess we just walk up there.
Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Got some specialists. That's pretty cool. Gonna have to jump in the water, but we'd rather get this guy dead before. Guess that's not gonna happen. Feel like he's up there hard scoping our loadout.
They've got a SAM turret online.
Make sure we don't have another one up here. Make sure there's not a third. There he is. I'll tell you what, that little red outline makes it super easy to shoot somebody. Does not feel very safe walking over here. Got a bunch of multiples here. All right, we're going for a long swim. Streak, good morning. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. What else are we missing out on? Yeah, I don't know if it was Streak or who said to go out on the Salty Goat, but we did go out on the Salty Goat when we were in Key West. We had a good time. The crew was super nice, helpful. Enemy nearby.
Got you. I got you. Oh shit. Yeah.
UAV overhead.
Come on.
Losing ground. Moving. Enemy sentry is active. Enemy UAV is online.
not going to push them straight up.
Sounds like they down at water. So somebody's not. Okay, let's go.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Up in the sky, don't let him hit the ground. I'm looking for him. I hear one on me right here.
He on the
above me.
roof. Yeah, he on the roof.
Roof.
Looking at the basket.
Alright. Yeah, figures. If I can get up here real quick. Yeah. He ain't up here now. He's moved. Oh, snipe that from behind over this way somewhere. He's still up there. Oh, he's on right here. He got me.
Damn it.
He's orange plated up too. So he's doubled up, but I broke.
Sorry, I'm a little hectic right now. We're kind of scattered. Good job, good job. Wow, we got destroyed by a 6-year-old. We shouldn't have went. We should have went for circle. We had the sniper squad and that squad. All we had to do was back into the circle, let them fight each other. We probably would have done okay. But we got 11 kills, 3rd place. We'll take that. Cellboard53, good morning over on Twitch. Hope all is well with you. So it wasn't Streak. I don't remember who it was. Sandwich Maker, what is up? It was somebody. I'm sure if I put my thoughts to it, it'll come out eventually. Melanie says Boneyard is my favorite. You know, I don't remember Boneyard that much. I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember playing in Boneyard too much. It's like maybe Krellush. I got him, LOL. Yeah, he was super excited that he got me. I don't know if I was plated up or not. Probably not. We heard the guy running. We shouldn't have challenged him there on the staircase, I guess. That 6-year-old was excited to kill you. Yeah, I have actually told him good shots. I used my push to talk. You gotta do something like that, I guess. Straight 8, good morning. Welcome in. I think maybe it was Legend. Legend maybe told us about the Salty Goat fishing charter. We don't know. Well, the internet seems fairly stable today. I haven't seen any timeouts or anything, so that's good. I think what's going on though is we're in this little condo with about 13 units, and they're all full right now, and it's all shared internet. So as people start waking up in the morning, they start bleeding more and more bandwidth off of it, and makes it pretty hard to maintain the stream, but we do okay. SI Gamer, good morning. Same old, working and lurking. There you go. We're doing the same thing also. We drink coffee and play Warzone. Hang out with you guys, and hopefully we have a good day. So I got a little while yesterday kite surfing. It wasn't super windy, but it was windy enough to have a good time at it. Today there's 0 wind, so we might do some paddleboarding, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't even remember where Boneyard was on the map. You know, there's an area called, like, Hospital down, it was down closer to the waterfront, but I don't remember a lot of that area either. I guess it's been a while. Streak might have to go back to a 6:30 schedule. Yeah, once we get back up to North Carolina, we'll probably get back on our old schedule. It's just so hard here. Just because you wake up, you got the ocean on these big picture windows. The sun's starting to come up, and there's nothing like just sitting there for a few minutes watching the sun come up over the ocean. Guess we're going super late. Don't think we're alone here. It's not up top. That's not good for us.
Engage all hostiles. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You've been marked as the most wanted target.
Not too helpful.
Supply package is close to
Better. Somebody's going to sneak up on us. When in doubt, run away. We need to be opening boxes also. We don't need to be sitting there sniping.
enemies dropping into the AO.
Again, we don't need to be in these gunfights.
Contract on you is closed. Squad mates are redeploying. Nice job.
See, I would expect the guy on the roof to see that box come in and decide he wants it.
God damn.
I guess he did want it. He was just a little late to the party. All right. We're a little light on cash. We need 12 grand to get both weapons, but we could stick with what we got on the AS Val or the C9. Or we could just come up with more cash. Do have a blast trap. We're going to go ahead and do that.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Hopefully we can stay away from these guys. How about a reload? I have no idea where those guys went. They know where I'm at. Run, little man.
On the way.
All right, that's a little more hectic than we like.
Relocating safe zone.
It's amazing how everything goes well and then it all falls apart.
We have a loadout drop here. Requesting recon flyover.
I don't know. We got all the shots on him. He didn't miss nothing. J-Bar caught you in reload. Yeah, that happens a lot. All right, let's get out of here real quick. XX Super Packer. That sounds like a bot name to me. All right, we got enough cash to get almost something. I don't know if we go back for our loadout.
Dropping into the AR.
I think we do. Not gonna get our weapons. That's not good.
Enemy UAV is online.
They're over there.
Canada.
Man, they are hitting me from everywhere. All right. Thought we were playing with bots in this game. Guess we are not playing with bots today.
Hard that time. Dust yourself. Back out there.
I don't know about that either.
Closing in. Get to the
It's a
new
little
safe
weird. I guess we can't expect to win them all today. So we only had 8 kills, 2 deaths. Not our worst game of the day, but not our best either. Run, DP, run. Yeah, we were trying to do the Forrest Gump there for a minute. Trying to get away, but it didn't work out. All right, we're going to grab some more coffee. Launching again into boot camp. I'll be right back. All right, back for more abuse. Cliffy Floors, that snap aim was a bit suspicious. Yeah, he seemed to snap on. It's hard to it's hard to snap with a controller. Mouse and keyboard looks a little more snappy by default, but with a controller, it kind of does this drag on, and that didn't look like that. But that's okay. He needs to feel good about himself. But I had 0 plates, so I was going to probably lose that gunfight no matter what happened there. I just thought that, well, if it was a bot, we would have been able to get it, I'm sure. All right. You know, Melanie, the thing about that hill behind storage is there wasn't ever a lot of trees on it. And I think there was one point in the game, like early on, there were a lot of trees up on that hill. And then at some point, they took all the trees away. And they did that. There was another spot way up on the side of the hill behind, I think it was behind military, where there started out to be tons of bushes and trees and stuff. And then they took all that stuff away. And it was like a ghost town out there. And if you get caught up on that hill behind storage and somebody's got a sniper, it's hard to get hit. Alex says between train station and storage. Yeah, there was a hill on the back corner. There was kind of a go-kart track or something over there. And the circle seemed to end on that area a lot. You'd end up in that back corner and just hoping you could work something out. All right, we have no place to run to if we're jumping in here with somebody. I thought I got the contract and I didn't. Bounced away on the zipline too early.
God damn.
Had to shoot the one guy. I didn't really care if we died there. All right, sandwich maker. The Omni movement is key when playing on controller because you don't have that quick snap like a mouse and key. Yeah, I mean, mouse and key, you do get a quick snap, but you got to be accurate to get that snap to happen. You can't just... Oh, we got the same guy in here we just killed. And I think he's dying. He wasn't happy with that. I got right in the tree line. Yeah, there were definitely some trees up on that hill. And there were some like rolling hills back in there somewhere that was always for a good time. I think we have time to do this. It'll be exciting though to run the new map. Try to get a squad together maybe just to reminisce. Make 9V, good morning. Welcome in over on Twitch. How's your day going? I don't even know how to pronounce your whole name, so we're just going to call you Make. Or Mac, I guess. I don't know.
You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply chains to close it.
So this thing has the range of a nothing. So we're gonna do the right thing, see if we can loop around him. Yeah, see. Even though he's only a bot, it's still dangerous. kind of want to grab that sniper rifle, but we know that it's going to go poorly.
SDR, ready for launch.
So we're going to want to get our loadout at that buy station right in front of us. I think we should probably make a move right now.
Redeploying squad mates. Good work.
We have enough money for both loadouts, weapons. As long as we don't have a squad sitting here on it, we should be okay.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Still need a self-revive. There we go. All right, 10 teams, 17 players. Loadout in the middle. It's probably a horrible spot for it.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
It's probably not as bad as it could be. Let's mark it so we can see it. I'm surprised there's nobody on the roof looking at us. There was somebody behind us. Did he kill the other guy? He must have. All right. Call me Pug. That's catchy. I don't know what catchy is. There's another guy behind me. I think we're gonna... Oh, I didn't see the other one by the wall. That was not good. That was way bad. So we shouldn't be anywhere around that building late game like that. It's just too many teams, too many people. Got to play the edge, stay outside. Look for shots of opportunity. James Pendleton, where did you get your headphones from? I think I picked these up on Amazon. They are the Razer Kraken HyperSense Pro, I think. I don't know what they are, but I have a Razer Mamba Elite mouse, and by going with a headphone that matches the mouse, I only have one piece of software I have to deal with. And then I have a Red Dragon keypad, so it's not a full-size keyboard. It's like half keyboard, but I don't know. It's kind of nice. I like it. I don't think my headphones are the best. They have this hypersense thing that I keep turned off. It's kind of like an enhanced bass thing, but it feels more like somebody's just thumping on your ears, and I don't like it, so I keep that off. It also has THX audio. I keep that turned off. Pretty much I'm just running straight nothing. Sandwich Maker, thanks for the good game. Make, thanks for the good game. Yeah, we didn't play that well at all. We weren't focused on the goal of winning. Pull my finger. All the boredom I can handle for one morning. Peace. Thanks for stopping by. Pull my finger. You have a great day. Hope all is good. So Make says Machiavelli. Machiavelli? Machiavelli. Valley? Machiavelli. I'm sure that's what that says, even though it has numbers in it. We'll call you Machiavelli. I can remember that maybe. Yeah, Sandwich Maker. I don't think anything's going to change on Omni Movement. They may tweak it a little bit between now and Verdansk launch, but I feel like it's going to be straight up BO6 with a remastered big map. I really shouldn't reload so quick. This thing has like 60 rounds in it. All right, let's get this. It's time for another win. I think we have, what, 2 wins on the day? I think it's time for a third. Where do we think the jet's going to be? All right. Not very helpful.
Get her up. Go take them down. You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
We have a limited amount of time here. We got to get all of our stuff settled before the circle starts moving.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Well, way too many people there.
Most wanted contract failed.
Sandwich Maker says, call me Pug, what's the good news? They're keeping the Omni movement when Verdansk comes back, Sandwich Maker. Yeah, I mean, the Omni movement, I wish they would have a way just to switch it off. You know, I get caught in this backward slide thing a lot. And it's just distracting for the most part. But it's okay. I don't really care. We got used to it. It doesn't really add much to anybody's gameplay as far as it doesn't make them better. You know, you don't see anybody leaping out sideways anymore. You might in Resurgence and things like that, but definitely not in Boot Camp. I would just like the game to get stable enough that we could go back and play Battle Royale solos.
You've been marked as a most wanted target. Secure supply caches to close the contract on your head.
Tonto, we don't want that. Grab the money, come on.
Close it in.
Guess we got to get up top. I don't hear any more boxes down here. Don't hear any boxes up here. There's one somewhere. still 2 minutes left on our contract. Got a guy running below us. Pretty sure he doesn't have a thing. That helps us a little bit on our most wanted. I think every time you kill somebody, the timer goes down 30 seconds or something like that. We don't really know. We don't pay attention to all that stuff. All right, 15 seconds. Call me Pug. I'm not good at movement, whether Omni or normal. Yeah, I have a hard time with most of the movements also. Almost felt like I saw a laser beam eyeing my direction there for a second.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
All right, other than the gas mask and vests, I think we're pretty good. Let's go ahead and I guess work down this way will be the best option. We've already been through here, so it should be pretty safe.
An enemy squad is pushing your location. Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Just don't hit the tree on our way out. We'll be okay. All right. Still would be nice to get one of those vesty things, but we don't really need it. Okay, just got his loadout.
The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there. Gas is inbound.
Do we think he's going to push up here? I would think he will. Do need to watch out for the big building next to us. All right. Call me Pug. I have trouble jumping through the ground floor window when I start yelling at the game for nerfing the jump. Yeah, you know, anytime there's like an awning over a window, I have a real hard time with getting through that thing. Really want to get out here and shoot at people, but I'm afraid of getting shot in the head, so. Why can I only have 242? I guess that's the most. I thought it was 260.
Marking new safe zone. Gulag's closed until further notice.
Now I'm really going to get shot in the head up on that roof. All right, still have 7 teams around. We're going to have the people up on the hill. And there's the sniper looking right at us. We're going to try to not re-peek that sniper, and I should probably go see if we can get some more plates real quick. Five teams.
Keep knocking them down.
Sniper on the big building looking right at us. Three teams, 9 people. This is not good.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Do we go early? I think we do. Bad choice. Guy's still rocking the XM4. It's amazing we got killed. We should have held what we had. Let them run the hilltop. So we had 7 kills, 2 deaths, 3rd place. Not too good, but it's okay. All right. Now what are we going to do? Same thing, probably. Yeah, I think if we would have held that building, let the circle close down, let those 2 snipers shoot at each other for a little bit, we would have been better off. We still would have had to deal with a sniper on the hilltop. We did have a kill streak, so we could have dropped that on the hill as we were running. Yeah, but that wasn't a smart in-game play there. We already had one guy up on the hill. We had a guy behind us on the hill, so I'm not sure what the right move there would have been. Thanks for the good games, everyone. Yeah, so we're less than a week away, I guess, till the Verdansk Reloaded map comes out. We'll get rid of this map. I don't know if it's going to be a map rotation thing or just a full-on Verdansk. I'm guessing it would be full Verdansk. I don't know why they would want to keep this map around any longer. It's been here forever now. I can't even remember what Al Mazrah looks like. It's been so long. So how many big maps have we had? We had Verdansk originally. Then it went to Caldera, I think. Caldera was the one with the big volcano in the middle. Then I think we went straight to Al Mazrah, and then we went to this one, Urkistan. I think that's all the big maps we've ever had. And then on the Resurgence side, obviously we've had Rebirth Island. We had Vondel. Oh, what else did we have? We had something else. Obviously, we have the Area 99 now, which I haven't had any fun on that map. Even whenever I jump in and say, okay, I'm just going to play to have fun, it just doesn't play right. There's something strange about it. I know there were a couple other Resurgence maps along the way. All right. Got to do better. Got a third place, but we kind of messed up the end game there. Oh, where's our helicopter? Come on, helicopter. Hopefully if they get this helicopter thing fixed. It's nice to be able to look at the map, know where you're going to land. Pick a spot. Oh, Ashika Island. You know, Ashika Island I think would be a great map if they redid the coloring on it. There's no reason for that thing just to be a dark green color. It's not the gun we're looking for. I'm gonna go with the Val as an SMG. Of course, that other gun couldn't have done much worse than that. All right. We have somebody close. Sure, we'll take a hatchet. They're always good for something. We're going to work our way towards... I almost want to get towards this buy station. Should just about be finished with our contract. 25 seconds. Got our self-revive already. Could take a car. That'd make a quick run of it.
Contract on you is closed. Squad mates are redeploying. Nice job.
We should get somebody excited to shoot at us here. All right, we're still light on cash. I didn't really think we were going to be this light. There we go. All right, we got our gas mask. We got everything we kind of need. We just need our loadout in a minute. So why was he going to the buy station? He didn't have any money. I don't really see anybody over here. That was not a good three-point turn. 13 teams. We've got a guy on the roof. Let's go get our loadout.
Drops on the way.
Got a gas mask on the roof.
There's an increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
So you can't repair trucks anymore, I guess. That's all right. We don't need a repair. I have like a page left. I might be able to finish if I don't put... Oh, the battle pass? Sandwich Maker's still working on his battle pass. Yeah, I think I have all my stuff finished. I don't have the new event finished.
What do you want to know?
Sound like we're off by cheering on the track after the church. Alright, y'all, come on, move. Here, though.
That was horrible on my part. All right, let's turn around and see if we can stop these guys from coming in circle. There's still people back there somewhere. There's no way they all died. There you are. We're not going to push this. We know it's a real player. We're going to give him a minute. Most likely as soon as the circle closes down, he's going to run out of there. I don't know. There's a gas mask on the top of the truck. Yeah, we already have a gas mask, so I'm not worried about that.
No more fighting in the gulag.
Creep over this way a little bit. He'll probably try to sneak out the other side.
10 remain. You're almost done here. Enemy counter UAV inbound.
We're going to mess around here and somebody else is going to be close to us.
Gas is closing in.
We need plates. Was that the guy or not? I don't think that was the guy. Guess it was. All right, 4 teams, 4 players. I like the odds. We don't have any stacked teams. We do have a buy station right here. Don't want to be where they last saw us. Three teams, 3 players.
Moving in. Tossing smoke grenade.
He's probably on the other side of the road.
Losing ground. Moving.
That was bad. Way bad. Yeah, I don't know. I was zigzagging trying to get away from his sniper. We should have changed to our C9 instead of keeping out our AR. And that didn't work out very well. All right, but we did get second place. We'll take that. And I think with that, we're gonna call it for the morning. I got some serious paddleboarding to do with Mrs. P. We got get out there and get our sunburn on, I guess. Go look at some little fish under the water, you know, the typical stuff like that. And I think that'll do it. We're going to find out who we can